Use the verb phrase show up when a person goes to a place or when a person arrives at a location. Show up means arrive. People show up for games. Over here, show up means people arrive for games. They show up for parades. Show up means arrive. They arrive for parades to watch or to see or to monitor or to enjoy watching parades. We show up for special occasions or special events. We show up. Show up means we arrive for special events. Then we have another expression, don't show up late or don't arrive late. Both are identical, but this is impressive. This one and this one means the same. Both show up and arrive have about the same meaning. It sounds bad if a person doesn't arrive or if a person doesn't show up. So if we say that a person doesn't show up, it means he hasn't arrived. It really sounds very bad if a person doesn't show up. There was an obligation to arrive at a place, but the person didn't arrive. They never showed up. There was an obligation, but the persons didn't arrive, means they never show up. Over here, showed up means they didn't arrive. They never showed up. It was an obligatory situation to arrive at a place, but this happened. They never showed up. They never arrived. They didn't show up. They didn't show up. Similarly, we can see that he didn't show up. She didn't show up. So we can write expressions like this. So as I said that they didn't show up. Again, show up means arrive. They didn't arrive. He didn't show up. She didn't show up. It sounds that a person is not taking care of some kind of responsibility at work or for some other obligation. So that's why they didn't show up. So no one showed up for class. That's very bad. Showed up. No one arrived. They were scheduled or scheduled classes, but no one showed up for class. That's very bad. It means that they were supposed to be there in the class, but no one showed up for class, and it is a very bad thing. Show up is the simple form. Show up. This is a simple form of the verb show, and then we use up with it. It is compulsory to use both of them together to mean it. If we want to mean it arrive, then show up. The past form of show up is showed up, and the past participle is showed up, or it may be shown up, and the present participle for show up is showing up. We may call them V1, V2, V3, and this one is V4, means present participle is called V4. He showed up late at work. This is in the past tense. Showed up. To make a question, we can use did. When did he show up? When did he show up? As I said that to make a question, we use did with the simple form of show up. When did he show up? Here is the helping verb did, and the main verb is show up. This is the main verb. We have to use both of these together, this one and this one. For example, if I say he hasn't showed up, he hasn't showed up, we can use he hasn't shown up. That is also good. This one and this one both can be used. This is subject over here, and then hasn't is actually the negative sentence with helping verb has. He hasn't, and then we use past participle over here. Showed up, or he hasn't shown up. So as I said, we have to use both of them together, means we cannot separate them. Show up or showed up. We have to use both of them together, show and up. 1, 2, both of them, they are to be used together. But once we use it like this, showed up can also be used as shown up. You have to show up early. It means you have to arrive early. You have to arrive early. You have to show up early. After have to, here is the main verb show up. This is have to, and after this is the main verb in the simple form. You can't show up late. You can't show up late. After this modal verb can't, here is the main verb show up. You can't show up late. You can't come late means you can't arrive late. You have to be on time. Then you have got to show up. You have got to show up. Over here we can contract these two. You've got to show up. Or in spoken English, we can contract these two as well. It will be gotta, got to, gotta. You have got to show up. You have got to show up. This is in colloquial or spoken English. These two got to can be contracted and they can be pronounced like gotta. You have got to show up. You have got to show up. Over 1,000 people showed up for the event. Use show up for large gathering of people. Over 1,000 people or over 1,000 people showed up for the event. There is an event and lot of people gathered there. So many people gathered there. Over 1,000 people showed up. So as I said that, use show up for large or big gathering of people. You have up for the event over here. You have appeared or you have arrived there in many numbers. This sounds like an impressive number of people. So many people arrived there. But we can use this show up in order to indicate that so many people gathered over there. We can use show up for thing. In this sentence, this problem keeps showing up. Here is the gerund showing up over here. This one is the gerund showing up. After keep, we can put showing up. So this problem keeps showing up. So this is the problem, this is the thing that is there. So this problem keeps showing up. It means that this problem keeps happening. It keeps arriving. It keeps on showing there. It keeps on arriving there. After keep, we can put a showing up. As I said, that this is keep, and then we can use this. I'm waiting for a package to show up. I don't think they are going to be there. They are going to show up. I'm waiting for a package to show up. There is a package that is going to arrive. I'm waiting for a package to show up means there is a package that is soon to arrive. And this one that I have left earlier, I don't think they are going to show up. It sounds when someone doesn't show up after the arrangements, this is not good. This is not good. It sounds very bad. I don't think they are going to show up means they are not going to arrive. This is the possibility. And when somebody is waiting for someone for after having the arrangements, then they should arrive.